What's happening?
All right, let's get going. Everyone got their drink or food ready. Probably just drinks today. Everybody, we are live back at it again with the Retro Handhelds Podcast, your source for the latest in retro handheld and emulation news. Today is going to be a bit of a fun one. We're going to be talking about the Retroid Pocket Mini screen situation. So we're just going to have a talk with you all amongst each other and involve the live chat and just get everyone's thoughts and feelings out on the table. And it should be fun. Hopefully we come to some kind of feeling on this. Also, it's going to be a bit less on the news today, but we do have some things to talk about, such as RPCS3 emulation developments, and the PowKiddy X35H is in. This just showed up from PowKiddy today, so we'll go ahead and do an unboxing of that. Also going to be talking about something interesting called the GameBaby, which is basically an iPhone 15 and 16 phone case that has actual tactile buttons to let you do emulation and other games. So I got that ready to go for a little iPhone action here. And all sorts of other stuff. What else are we talking about? We're talking about AYANEO Classic pre-orders, the MagicX Zero 40 reveal, which is going to be awesome for Nintendo DS, among other stuff. So
I'm excited for that one personally.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Should be good. Without further delay, let's kind of dive into it. We're here today again with Ban from Ban Unboxed. Hello, sir.
Hey.
And we were joined by Rob, my co-host, the Retro Tech Daddy himself.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, Stacy. And also, we're going to be joined by Andrew today shortly, who is subbing in last minute for our friend Shem from Retro Breeze, who unfortunately had a family thing come up and he had to drop out last minute. So we are going to be the wild Three Musketeers until Andrew shows up. Live chat, how are you all doing tonight? How is everybody feeling? We're here back on a Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. You got some good sleep. You got some family stuff done, whatever you might be up to. Played some good games. And Zoo is at the Grey Wolf Lodge. Are you going to stop by, Zoo, and bring your wisdom to the world?
He's gonna try.
All right.
I hope he does.
Retrospect, how you doing? Mitch, yes, it has been a crazy week. Smoney, yeah, I know, right? Give me my hour back. Dude, I was up at 1:59 a.m. the other day looking through Nintendo cartridges on eBay. Why was I doing this? I'm getting back into physical collecting a bit with all of this recent, DRM stuff. And like, do I own my games? Do I not? So I just...
Well, we talk about this in a episode that's coming up. It's an offline episode, so yeah.
Yes, we have a deep dive coming up, like Rob said, coming up with Damn It Jeff. I don't know if you've all heard of Damn It Jeff, but he's an awesome dude in the scene who does a lot of modding projects. So we filmed our episode with him yesterday. We really dive deep into the topic, and that should be out later this week. Also, Josh from MCon needed to reschedule. Where he actually wants to be on the live show and do a live Q&A with the newly redesigned MCon controller. So that's going to be later in this month. He just wants to do a Q&A and hang with us and show you all what the new controller is all about. And there's still time to back that. So that'll be good. Also, Tech Dweeb is going to be our next offline guest recording later this week. And yeah, it's a busy time right now for Discord changes are finally finalized. So if you want to check out our Discord, all the channels now, we did a big server vote. People voted to keep the forums, and we're kind of implementing a bit of the old world with a bit of the new world.
I think that's going to settle out nicely. I think that's the best approach. It's just difficult to tackle it because Ambernick, for example, has so many devices, and so I think that's the best, the combination of both worlds. I think the hybrid approach is the way to go.
I mean, though, we haven't seen any new handhelds in a little bit, so I mean,
It's true.
maybe they're done. Who knows?
I mean, let's be honest. The whole changes started to begin with because the Anbernic section in our server was just bloated, ridiculously out of control, and the Anbernic section was so much longer than all the other brands because they just can't stop.
You mean having to
eventually,
scroll
like-
through 30 different devices was
Yeah.
not completely unnecessary?
We condensed them, but it was still not working out, and the server was getting all crashy on mobile. And it's like we got to contain this. What's going on? So now they're all in this nice, neatly organized, mostly Anbernic forum. Okay, so that's what's going on today. And yes, the time change as well. I definitely feel a little stupid today. I was there at 1:59 and I saw it. I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. 2 a.m., right? And then it just switched to 3 a.m. in front of my very eyes. I lost an entire hour.
I don't know what you're
in
talking about.
existence.
I have no idea
No,
what you're
Rob.
talking about.
Hey, I'm ready to be done with this daylight savings nonsense. Okay, I'm with Arizona on this one, buddy.
Yeah, Arizona and Hawaii, they're only two places that don't deal with this crap.
I know. Midwest whale member for 8 months. Congrats. That is awesome. I like your kitty cat there. What's your cat's name? Let us know.
It's always the cats.
Membership is about to term. Oh yeah, that's right. 9 months pregnant. Mr. Claw. I'm guessing I've been moved to April. What's happening in April? Oh, you are coming on the show, sir. We got to get that going as well very soon here. Man, you guys, the comments are just coming in today.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Shigiver Stubbs coming in with that mid fade. You know what? I've got to keep stylish. I'm turning 40.
Someone was
next
saying,
month.
do they mean
Come
like
on.
mid as in like it's not that great?
Maybe it's. Oh yeah, that's probably more like.
It's, middle of the road.
Yeah, that's how I should take it. I'm like, oh yeah. Let's.
Ooh,
How was my Monday? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Frank. Well, I woke up at 1 p.m. Pacific today. I was up till 6 working on the Discord changes. Took the day off work. Just my brain cannot do it today. So I woke up, watched lots of different videos about the Retroid situation to be well informed, and saw Retroid had that Retroid David had that post in the Discord. So we'll talk about that. And kind of just ate a bagel and started working on the podcast, getting prepped for the show.
That's
So
when you know you're getting old, when the most exciting part of your day is eating a bagel.
Eating a bagel. It was so good. Every spread of the cream cheese was just like, oh yes, that's gonna be a good bite.
was it just cream cheese, or did you put anything else on it?
I'm a simple man, Ban. I like just cream cheese, or whatever substitute, just one ingredient. Don't give me. I don't want to have chives. I don't want to have like salmon. Some people put like slabs of salmon on the bagel.
Ugh.
Yep.
You know,
Locks and bagels,
You know what?
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, it was just a plain old bagel, a gluten-filled bagel. In fact, I'm still not back on the new diet, so I don't know, guys.
So if you take a break during this episode, we know why.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's a good day, I think, right? And I had fun with my son this last week. My wife was out of town, so just my son and I against the world. And I took him out and did a bunch of like dad stuff with him. I showed him all the old retro game shops, and we went to GameStop, and they have a new retro store, which was fun. And I'm showing him like the Super Nintendo and what it's like to play on an actual system and not just a phone game. So it kind of blew his mind. That's been fun. And yeah, I'm just very tired, basically. I don't know. I felt bad for Russ, what was going on with him. He definitely, I think, faced a little bit of extra backlash over just what was a very informative video. But yeah, it's been a wild week. A lot of emotions. Emotions are high around the Retroid situation. In our Discord has been contentious as well. No thanks to me bringing a bunch of changes upon everybody as well. So,
Dang it, Stubbs.
I know. Let me tell you. But beyond all this, I haven't had much time to play a game or do much. It's all just taking care of business.
Yeah.
But good to see you all. Rob, what have you been up to this week?
Just more of the same. The episode that's coming up, we'll talk about it a little bit, but getting ready to paint my house. So I did pressure washing. Now we've taken the windows, cleaned up the trims, all that stuff. So we're ready for the priming and painting. Yeah, it's just game of life, you know.
I'm excited to see your new house. It's a little different than the regular Adobe beige color you see in Arizona, right?
So this paint is original with the house. It's 20 years old. It's actually held up pretty well given this age, but yeah, it's just one of those fun things you got to do, you know, as an adult, you know, home ownership and all that.
Do you see any, do you have to do primer before you put on the paint?
We're doing primer. Yeah, we're going to do primer.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to do it right. You know, you got to do it, make it look good.
Well, congrats to your home ownership and your painting. Do you paint like any pictures, like any fun artwork, or?
No. But people do murals in backyards around here. That's pretty popular.
Really?
Like on the block fence. Yeah. So that's kind of a common thing that people do. But other than that, no, nothing else.
Dude, you should paint the
no.
on their house. Look at that. That's art right there.
I'm so glad that you are enjoying your ET with the dongle.
I love it, man. It means I should have brought it. I actually got a copy of ET for Atari 2600 yesterday. Just to own, because I have this.
How much did it cost you?
It was $10.
No.
Yeah. The guy was like, the guy at the retro store was like, a retro game trader here in Portland. By the way, shout out to them. They're awesome. But he was like, I can't believe this game is finally leaving the shop. He's like, we've had this here for years. I never, ever expected anybody to buy it ever. He gave me a free Atari 2600, the original box for the 2600, the big brown one. He gave me the box for free just for getting ET. He's like, well, now you have a box in ET. I guess you need to get a 2600. And so I'm going to track one of those down, I guess, hook it up to the old CRT.
Good luck.
That should be like 50 cents.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly,
have you maybe explored going to the landfill and digging up a copy?
Surprisingly, they had them on sale for $70, but I felt like that was a little overpriced. And so I'm trying to track one down for cheaper. I just feel like, I don't know if it's going to work. They're so old and the capacitors are probably leaking. And so maybe I'll get one of the newer Atari releases.
What is it, the 2600 plus that you could get?
Yeah, it's like $120 and it has HDMI out.
It does, but I want to hook it up to the CRT, and I feel like HDMI is going to introduce a little bit of latency. I figure like let's just go for the original. So I actually found on eBay a recapped 2600 for $100, but it's brand new board. The guy went through, repaired everything. Comes with paddles. It's overpriced, but
see, I actually don't have much nostalgia for the 2600.
I don't.
NES was my starting point, so and I never got like a hand-me-down of the 2600 or anything like that. So really, like most of my experience with the 2600 was later on in life when I was just curious about it. You know,
I had the Atari 400 growing up. My stepdad and I learned how to program in BASIC on there. It was really cool. It recorded the games to a tape recorder, every line of code, and it was fun. But I've never had a 2600, and so I'm pining a little bit for just the original simple games, offline games. There's no DRM, there's no DLC to download, there's no like patch files, you know. You plug it in, you turn it on, you play a game with excellent latency. All right. Ban's shaking his head. Ban, what have you been up to this week, man? What's going on?
I've been pretty busy with a lot of things. I didn't have a whole lot of time to play too many games because I was at an educators conference again.
Yes.
But I did get a chance to play a bit more Dirt, like the original mid 2000s Dirt. So I'm working on my way through the campaign for that. I think I'm about 40-50% of the way through it.
Wow.
Like I didn't realize, like, it seemed really simple at first when you look at the giant pyramid of like, here's all of the races. But I didn't realize it was going to be so like varied between the different events.
And you added that. You have Dirt in the family library, don't you, on Steam?
No.
Oh,
I
wanted to play that. All right.
We have the
Dirt's
original
so
grid,
good. I love
but
Dirt.
like
okay.
I have a DRM free copy of Dirt.
All right. That's
I was gonna say it's pretty easy to find on the internet. It's abandonware at this point because it's been delisted everywhere. So
Well, that's
you
not
know.
Dirt.
I love those graphics though.
I'm
What
like,
is
wait,
this?
this is not Dirt.
This is Colin McRae Rally or something. I don't know. It's like PS1 or Saturn.
Yeah.
What is that, producer Sony?
I don't know.
I think that might be.
What was that?
Right?
I've just been like really into like rally related games recently.
There you go.
The Evolution.
So,
yeah, there you
right.
go. Yep. Yeah, because
what-
Dirt came from comic, right? Because I think once
Yep.
he passed away, they changed the
So-
name of the series.
The first Dirt was originally supposed to be Colin McRae's Dirt.
Yep.
And then partway through the actual like release of it, they pulled the name off.
Yeah.
But his
It's
name is
actually
still
kind of
in
an
the
accident.
game.
Okay.
Yeah. A helicopter accident.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now, you do know, like, since it's mid 2000s game, it's like you do get the urine filter, but it's still a really good looking game, all things considered.
Yeah. Stubbs loves that urine.
Yeah,
I got the piss pack,
Yeah.
which is the Death
He loves
Stranding
urine colored things.
limited edition. Hey, no, well, it's orange, basically. Come on, guys, it's like an orange yellow.
If you've looked up the
dehydrated.
image, if you've looked up the image of it, like it is very pea colored.
Why don't we let everyone decide for themselves? Like, why don't I go get that at some point during the show? We can look at it real quick.
Or I mean, Sony could pull up a picture of it too, like.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
And everyone could like it. Yes, you're like, yes, you're dehydrated, but it is the right color.
Yeah, and also it was sent from a server member with a little bit of a related name that made me laugh. So I just had to laugh at that. Oh, and look who we have. Andrew, welcome, sir. How are you doing?
Hi.
Thank you for
hi.
Everybody can hear me okay?
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Hi.
Thank you for being a real one and joining the show.
Look at
in
that
place of
beard.
our
Look at
friend
that
Jen.
beard.
Look at that.
Wow. Wow.
You well hydrated today, sir, for this? Yeah.
Oh, he's got plenty.
Of course he's
Honey
hydrated. Did you
and,
not see the
Mountain
sticker of
Spring.
him chugging Stoke coffee?
It's true.
Just like
Okay, good time. Andrew, what have you been up to this week so far? I know it's the first day of the week.
Hating daylight savings time.
Yeah.
See?
I got an hour of sleep, hour and a half of sleep last night.
Oh.
It's pretty dope.
Same. Well, I slept a little longer, but I went to bed
No,
late.
you slept today
Yes,
after we were all awake already.
that's correct. That's yes. We were just talking about our piss. So, Backbone. Yeah. The new Backbone. So,
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So,
welcome to the show. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the news.
What
Let's
a
just
time
dive
to
into
enter.
So, okay, listen. Here, let's pull it up, producer Sony. What do we got for us? You decide the flow today. I'm good either way. Okay, we're just doing this. Okay.
diving right in.
Let's just dive right in. And first, before that, let me say Nerdy Bag Example member for 14 months. Thank you for your YouTube membership. YouTube memberships fuel what we're doing here. We really appreciate everybody who adds their name to the list, and we will add you to the credits. And a big shout out and thank you to you. You are very appreciated. But let's talk about Retroid. Happy Mario Day. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It's March
Wow.
10th. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, like there were a bunch of games that are like Mario games that are super on sale not too long ago.
Wow.
It's not just Mario. There's like Peach and Yoshi and
Yeah.
maybe a Zelda or two.
Yeah. I was at the I was at a furniture mart. They had a bunch of Mario games that were like half off. Well, and Peach, Captain Toad, like all half off.
Did they have those sleeping pills you were looking for?
No, they did not.
He brought them all out from the last time. They still don't replenish it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Fair. All right, so let's just do this. There's a lot to unpack here, but I would have assumed if you're watching this stream, you've probably already seen Russ from Retro Game Core's video, perhaps one of the other videos out on the subject. So we don't need to go over everything, but just to quickly summarize what the issue was and is with the current Retroid Pocket Mini. Basically, you have some scaling issues where the pixels get all funky when you start to add shaders or any sort of integer scaling. Russ, I'll link his video in the description if you want to see like a great example showing side by side what it looks like on an RG406H and a Retroid Pocket Mini. But it looks a little funky. You get some Mura effect. You get some strange kind of strobing, as well as just it doesn't look quite right. To me, it took me a minute to sort of recognize it, and I don't often use shaders, but it's been an issue since launch. And Retroid has said, "Hey, we're going to fix this. We're going to make this right for everybody." And in the end, they weren't able to fix it, and they said, "Hey, we cannot find a way to solve this issue. And we're really sorry, but you know what? It sucks. We just can't fix it." And so people were outraged, rightfully so, I believe. And people wanted to return. They at first said on their Discord, yes, we will honor some returns, or at least that one return that the person was asking for. Comes back, customer service is saying, no, we're not going to honor the returns. It's just not cost feasible. Sorry. And Retroid then had to come up with a creative solution as the backlash was mounting and mounting. Eventually, they released an update saying, hey, everybody, you know what? This has been crazy, but here's what we want to do for you. We want to offer a $10 coupon for our next product, and we would like to offer 200 full refunds to the first 200 customers to contact us. Now, you can't prove if the person was actually affected by the issue versus they just wanted to get a full refund so they could purchase the next Retroid device. You really can't guess there. So 200 people, that's about the cost that they could take, the hit they could take. And then as well as a limited return window of 7 days, which was suggested by Russ. And so there was this whole backlash on Reddit, both against Rush saying, you know what, he's a shill and all this stuff. People saying, hey, this makes sense and this is more than fair. Even Shem from Retrobreeze was saying, hey, you know what, Retroid doesn't owe people a damn thing. They don't owe them anything. They don't need to do this. We even said I thought they were being anti-consumer by not opening it up to everybody who wanted to return, but that's me being trusting of people too much, because it was brought back to me like, hey, people are going to massively abuse this and just, use this to get all their money back. And you can't really control that. And so at some point, the company has to say, hey, this is how much we can afford to take a loss on. They're not like a big company like Amazon or something where they can take this giant L. As talking with Retroid themselves, they've had a really tough week. I know that at least one of their guys, David, was not sleeping well. And he brought back a message today saying, hey, we found a fix for this finally. And it involves getting a new screen made, a custom screen made from this AMOLED manufacturer. And they're going to be doing this for us, but it costs $1 million up front and $1 million, once we get going. Huge cost. We can't afford this. So their CEO is going to be, taking out loans out against their house and their property and all this stuff to make this happen, which is a huge financial risk, but they don't want their brand name to burn because of this. So people have thoughts and opinions all across the aisle about this, from one side to the other. And it got so intense in the community that actually Chris from Retroid was their social media manager was doxxed on Reddit, on our Retroid subreddit. And it was a very sad situation. An individual, wrote where he was going to be, his address, how to contact him, all this stuff, and doxed him. He was so angry. And then Chris resigned just due to the customer backlash and also just the insanity of the situation and for personal safety. He's like, I can't do this. This is insane. And so, we talked to Chris and interviewed him since this a bit, and he just, He says Retroid messed up. He understands Retroid messed up on this, but he does think customer backlash is overblown at this point as well, to where it's gone too far. It's gotten personal for him, and he was done, so he left. We do hope he comes back. He was a good rep to work with, and he represented, I think, Retroid's Western audience fairly well. So we hope the best for him. Then, in a turn of events, the person who doxed him wrote an apology letter in Pastebin, posted it to Reddit, and we actually have it here, I believe. No, I had it linked here earlier if we can find that. Anyways, we don't need to read the whole thing, but basically he's saying, hey, I have mental issues. I'm going through a tough time. I'm about to have a baby. I'm very sorry that this happened, and please accept my shortcomings, and please, I'm just so very sorry for doxing you, which is still not acceptable. And people are saying this guy needs to go to jail. Yeah, I know Chris doesn't accept the apology. It's too little too late. And there it is. It's incredibly personal. But she says, hey, I sincerely apologize to Chris, his family, and his friends for the incident that occurred on Reddit a few days ago. I was being antagonized by a group of people who disagreed with the idea that we should receive some kind of compensation for our RP minis. In the heat of the moment, I mentioned his name, city, and UPS store address, which is crazy. I don't know where he lives, and I never intended to threaten anyone's life. I have personal struggles with anger and substance addiction. I've decided to take a break from Reddit for the next couple of months until my daughter arrives. He's shocked to learn that Chris resigned, wants him to know that he never wanted to escalate this much, deeply regrets his actions, and just very truly sorry that he acted in a cowardly way. So that's, I mean, it's big to admit you're wrong, but also the action was so extreme and sick and disturbing that I have no words, everybody. Like I just have no words. It's really tough. So that's just a very quick rundown of the current situation. Retroid is going to make a new revision of the Mini, and they're offering people a discount, current Mini owners a discount on that new revision later this year. That's going to have the new screen, that's going to have fixed pixels. So in the end, they did provide a solution here, but it does involve buying yet another handheld. And I don't know, what do you all feel out there? You know what? Russ has a great post on Reddit that says, hey, what do you want to see done? And we'll link that as well. Retroid is actively monitoring that for solutions and feedback. But in the meantime, the panel here, Rob, you were going to say something. What's everyone feel about this?
Oh, I was just saying, I mean, we're getting a lot of comments coming through the chat, a lot of very good comments coming through, trying to highlight them on screen as I see them coming up. I think in general, it feels like most people, obviously the whole doxing thing is just completely unacceptable. That should never have happened. Yeah. And, I think in a community, especially generally an older community, I think we should do better than that. We should be better than that. And it's surprising that actually happened and went to that extent. Then that's obviously separate from the whole issue with the screen. And again, everyone has different opinions about that. Either it's just blown out of proportion or it's not a big deal, And so, like, for me personally, not a big deal just because I don't use shaders, and that's just not my thing. It's not how I use my Mini. I know it's still an issue that exists in terms of just other games that you can emulate on there, but for me, it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't think it needed to be this blown out of proportion, but that's just for me. Anyone else's opinion is completely valid in terms of just, I want a refund. This is not the product I purchased, and that's definitely valid as well. So it's just tough all around. I think things got very heated last week, and it was just a bummer to kind of see all of this go down, especially with Chris, what happened with him. I just want to see better from the community. I think we're all here to do one thing, and that's play games, and we forget about that. I mean, I think we all just need to take a moment and touch some grass or whatever it is. And
I had to
remember why we're all here. And we're a community. We should all be looking out for each other, share what we have, talking about games. That's really what brought me to RH. It's what brought me to other communities. And that's what we're all here for.
Yeah, man. It's so true. Yeah, I had to go touch grass. It was a lot for me to process. And I was just, I wasn't directly involved in any of it, just kind of passing the news around. But it's a lot. And I don't ever think this hobby needs to go that serious to where it's plastic toys we're talking about here, to where people's lives are people fear for their lives. You know what, Chris? I mean, yeah, it's just not chill. And some people say that this was just all this Chris stuff was just a distraction from the main topic of the mini, and so we need to not focus on that. But it is part of it.
Yes.
And Retroid, in the end, as of today, I believe is taking some steps to make it right. Basically, the risk of going completely financially bankrupt to fix the situation from the outrage. Now, having said that, it is, about, I don't know, what do you say, 1% or so of people want to get that refund or want to refund for that reason. I don't know. I don't know how big it is, but it seems to be more of the minority.
Well, I think part of the issue was that also they opened up, obviously, refunds and returns and whatnot, but I think people were just going to start returning the mini just because I'm bored of this thing. I want to just return it. Hey, I might as well make use of this issue. Yeah, it's impossible to say. And so I think they probably got slammed with return requests, and that's valid. I'm not surprised the first 200 went quickly. I mean, I mean, the whole screen issue is definitely it's mostly just how they handled it. I think a lot of
the communication. They promised they promised a refund, right? And so and they did. They gave 200 of them, but but the limit is tough.
Yeah,
and combined with the limited return window of 7 days, people felt, and initially I felt, was very anti-consumer. I'm feeling a little bit better about it seeing today's response. You know what? But we have to remember, like, are we entitled here in the West? Why aren't we hearing more backlash from other countries or from other, how much backlash is going on in China in specifically?
I am curious about what the communities in China, because they have similar communities like we do, and I'm just curious what they talk about and if this is an issue for them as well, or if they bring it up and talk about it.
And people have great takes here in chat too. Just
tons of good takes in here.
Yeah, from across the board here, and this is really a community moment. You know what? This is something where we're getting a bit introspective, looking at ourselves as a community right now, saying, hey, yeah, this is a problem and Retroid needs to fix it. And anyone who feels differently are basically shills, especially us YouTubers who are talking about it, which is, if you think that, that's fair as well. Because there is the element of, hey, we're reviewing, people might say we're promoting the products. And so you have to take that into account. And so I feel like definitely I came in today hot saying, hey, let's have a big debate. Let's get into this. But it feels like, no, let's really just state the facts. People can decide for themselves. I'm all turned around personally. I felt one way and then I felt another way. And now it's like, all right, how are they going to handle this going forward? Is asking people to shell out more money for a fixed version fair and just giving those people a discount? Or should they be giving these other people affected a complete replacement unit? Can they afford to do that? I know, again, like Shem and Aiden's video, or Shem's opinion and Aiden's video today, both reflect that Retroid really doesn't owe customers anything in this instance because it's not a big deal. They're saying it's not a big deal. It's so minor, and not many people seem to use shaders anyways. And so what do you all think about that? Is that a fair assessment as well? Is it all overblown? Andrew, what's your thoughts on this?
I personally, I'm kind of in Rob's camp. Like, I don't care. I don't have a mini. I do have an RP5, but I don't use shaders anyways. It's on my to-do list to mess with after seeing Russ's video from like a couple months ago or whatever. But I just don't care one way or another about the shaders specifically. But what I do care about is, Retroid screwed the pooch from the jump. It promised something, and now we know that it didn't know. The company didn't know that it could promise it. So they were, I don't want to say lying, but lying, basically. And like, that's not okay. But on the other side, on the flip side, like, Chris is a person. We're people.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for I've seen and it's not just everything that happened against Chris and the discords and social media in general. It's people responding to Russ or others who are talking about this situation. We're people. It's a $200 piece of plastic and metal. It's not that serious. It's serious, and then as in like if you saved up and you spent your hard-earned money and it's not what it was advertised to be, then absolutely I understand your frustration and why you would be irritated and want to voice that irritation. But at the same time, we don't run Retroid. None of us do.
Neither did Chris either.
Right. He was just the social media manager. And that's not it. It's just not okay to do it. Like both sides are wrong here, and it just sucks from both sides. And I mean, Retroid should have.
There's no excusing Retroid's handling of this whole situation for sure, and hopefully this is a good lesson for them. They'll learn from this in terms of how they need to handle customer relations, and being a company that's Western facing. They're trying to be Western facing. This is what we expect as a Western audience, and so this is a learning experience for them. It's unfortunate how some of this other stuff played out, but it definitely is a learning experience for them, and I hope that they take this and just be better. That's all I gotta say, just like Kratos would say, so yeah.
Like David's response today should have been the response the minute they found out for sure that 100%. They could not fix it.
Yes.
Not the trickling of information that led to the outrage, that led to Chris getting doxxed, that led to everything that happened until this morning when David sent the message. It should have been the message, or even if it was because it was like two paragraph or 2 pages on Discord. Like it should have been the message from the jump.
Yes.
And if you like, transparency is key when you are accepting people's money. And it's like, people can, laugh about that when you talk about Apple and Google and Samsung and all that kind of stuff. But still, one, Retroid isn't that big. So, and we have the ability to talk to these individuals, not everybody, but, like Stubbs and Rob, and I'm sure Russ talked to David. Like, you guys talk to these individuals.
Yes. Yeah.
So, like, we're lucky in that regard.
I know David's like, some of his employees and him are sleeping in their car some nights, just like they're online 24 hours a day because we're on a different time zone here in the West. And like they are physically and emotionally hurting from this experience, and they might go under. They definitely might go under if this gamble doesn't pay off and people don't buy this new handheld. But it's also sort of like, you can't put people in a situation either. Like, do we feel bad enough for them? Do we have an emotional connection with them? Are we supposed to, as customers, as reviewers, or anybody, like how much of this is on them versus how much of this is just chalked up to it's a shitty situation and people have lost money, but yet the device still works and you can still enjoy the device. I just bought an RP Mini today because I want to.
Stubbs, you have a problem.
He does have a problem.
I know. Well, all the talk about it, I'm like, man, I want to play with that thing again. And I just don't use shaders. I don't know. And I was watching the up close, the microscope thing Russ had, and I see the issue. And for me personally, I'm upset for others, but for me personally, it wouldn't bother me too much. No. I will still play the games, even those 3D games that might have some like funny lines when you're playing like 3DS or whatever it is. It's not something that ultimately bothers me personally when I'm playing on the handheld. And so in our Facebook group, they're like, they don't even seem to care at all. They're like, who cares? Why are you guys bothering us with this news every single day this week? You're talking about Retroid screens. Who cares? The handheld works, right? It plays games. It does everything. Everything works. Yeah. Unless you use shaders and you're big into that, which many people are, of course, then they feel screwed. And that's valid. And so everybody has a valid point here.
It's so tricky too, because, in the example of the RP Mini, I mean, this handheld can do a lot of stuff. I mean, all sorts of things. And so everybody has a different use case for it. Like for me, I loved testing out WinLater and doing those kind of things, pushing it to the limits. That was always my interest with a device like that. But someone else is getting it because it's a 4:3 aspect ratio screen with the OLED, and they wanted to load up shaders on there because it can handle it. It has the power to do it. So everybody has different use cases, you know, and so it's tricky, especially as like if you're a reviewer, to cover every single, you know, area that can be done with a device like the Mini, which just does so much, you know. So it's tough, you know. I mean, I don't remember how early on this was caught, the issue with the shaders. I do you remember?
Very early.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, well, it's because they were stringing people along, saying, "Hey, we're going to find a fix."
That's the biggest issue. Yeah,
and they did. They were honest and said, "Hey, we haven't found a fix to this. It can't be fixed. It's not a software issue. It's a hardware issue. It's a problem with the chip connected to the screen." And so they actually are starting a custom build with another manufacturer just because they don't want the RP Mini going down in history as this failed device that everyone hates in the end, because they are passionate about these devices. They're not just here to make money. They are a company, but they do have, I've known this since 5 years ago, that they've had a true passion, and you can feel that when you play on the devices and use them. But it doesn't matter. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm kind of defending them here, and therefore, you know, of course, I'm a shill according to some others in the space.
I was actually going to bring that up because, you know, that word gets tossed around so like willy-nilly. Like, it's not a cuss word.
Tossed around on everything. Yeah.
But it's just like, just because somebody agrees with a company,
to take. Yeah.
If you agree with a company's take on something, doesn't mean you're a shill. Retroid isn't paying me to agree with them.
No.
They're not paying us to agree with them one way or another. It's just, we
well,
have opinions. We're entitled to our opinions.
They'll say
whether
they'll say, Andrew, that we're going to be on a blacklist, that we're not going to get devices to review the fun toys anymore. And that's sort of what the shill thing comes in. You know, do we fear retribution? I mean, we've been calling them out all week on social media and saying they're anti-consumer and stuff. And they were disturbed by some of the wording. And I talked to David for a while just about, like, hey, dude, we got to report on the news. And that's that's the consensus in the community. A lot of people feel this way. And we're going to be representing everyone's point of view here, not just the company's, and definitely not the company's best interest. However, we do feel for the financial situation you're in, and that's good to take into account as well. But we got to be as unbiased as possible. We're a news organization, and we are a review platform. So
I'm interested to see how, because this is really, really, really bad timing for them.
Yeah,
because they managed to get past all the Flip 2 stuff.
Yeah, we got past it.
And then this happened, and I was honestly, I had told everybody, I told the guys that I actually thought it was going to be last Friday, but I thought that the Flip 2 pre-orders were going to start soon. And
I think they're putting that on hold for just a bit now.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Well, and Dead Fred had a good point too, and we actually saw Aiden's face there. Let's pull Aiden. Aiden had a video today saying, "Hey, this just isn't a big deal." So check out Aiden's video as well. I'm going to link all these videos to check out, so you can all get the varying opinions and decide for yourself. Dead Fred as well. He had a video saying, "Hey, this is happening, sure, but realize if you get your refund, you are now going to be paying more money for the RP Flip 2 and the RP Classic, because they haven't announced prices yet." And I can, you know, he bets, and I'd say I bet too, that they're going to have to raise the prices a bit on these handhelds when they launch to cover the costs from the losses they've sustained here.
I don't think that they would do that I don't see that happening with these two. So? Not with these two, because I think everything.
Why?
I think everything's probably set. They could if they wanted to.
Sure.
I mean, part of the problem is if it's too expensive, then there's no market for these things. So that's the other thing they have to consider.
Right.
You know.
Right. And they've already done somebody said it in the chat earlier. I saw the comment pop up, like, where are you going to get a device that plays Switch this well for $220? Like, talking about the RP Mini or the RP5. Right. Like, no other, unless you buy a couple-year-old phone and then slap the PIS controller on it.
We gotta look at that controller.
Hey, let me tell you, that Snapdragon 865 was a good choice.
Zoo,
it is
Zoo.
incredible how much it can do.
Zoo says Stubbs isn't a person. Zoo, come on the show.
And
Zoo,
Stubbs
come on the
says,
show.
Stubbs says, Zoo said he also paid for every single one of his Retroid units, except for an RP4, which he got 4 months after. So
yeah, Zoo, come on the show. We let's talk about this. Let's talk. Yeah, Andrew, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's just wild.
The community needs to be better. Like, ignoring Retroid for a second, like the community needs to be better. This shit is so annoying all the time. We're all adults, and if you're not an adult, don't participate because you need parental consent to join these platforms, anyways.
Well, and here's Zoo from Zoo Reviews. Zoo,
what
do you say about this?
I want double pay. I'm on vacation. You're telling me I got to come on a podcast. This is ridiculous.
Zoo, we'll talk about this. Wait, you're in charge.
I want a refund on this V20. Listen to these triggers.
Nonsense.
Sounds like a mouse.
Well, you bring up a good point, man. You bring up a good point. Why aren't we talking about these other companies?
I just got yelled at by my wife because I was yelling.
Quit yelling all the time.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Zoo.
She's mad. What are we talking about? Retroid. They screwed up. They shouldn't even have said anything. They should have done what Ambernick does. And you just drop a video with my frame. Gary, hold the camera straight. And you just drop a video and then you move on to the next one and never talk about it.
That's their strategy.
It is a sound strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you look great. How you doing out there?
I'm cold. It's getting cold on the porch.
You out there on the porch? What are you doing? Some gambling or what's happening?
I'm at the Great Wolf Lodge. I'm going to get listeria and an ear infection from this pool. It's coming.
Well, you know what? And I think that's going to be great content. I'm sorry for your future illness. But you bring up a great point. What are these other companies doing? You know what? Anbernick, you're right. They just move on. PowKiddy, they just don't say anything.
They swag it off and you buy the next one.
That's right. That's right. And so even addressing it and making an announcement just draws attention to it and makes it all worse, huh? That's what you're saying.
I think Chris is okay in small doses. They shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy.
That's fair. And maybe I shouldn't have made 50 announcements about our Discord changes and I wouldn't be facing equal backlash.
Well, you know what? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, stubborn pixels. Goodbye.
Love you. Thanks, Sue. It's
always great when Zoo drops in.
He's not wrong. Like, it's like I want to say like, oh, you know, but he's not. It annoys me because he's not wrong. Why aren't we mad at PowKiddy? We're always mad at Ambernick, but why aren't we mad at PowKiddy more often? You know, why aren't we mad at AYANEO? Always catches flack, but it's Retroid who really, it's like we have them up on this pedestal. Pedestal?
Oh, no.
Don't start.
Don't.
All right, sorry, guys. We have them up there, and we have them up so high that when they mess up, we hold them to this crazy high standard we don't hold the other companies to, and that needs to be brought in balance, I feel like. AYN, same thing. And people are saying because PowKiddy is just defaulted to crap from the get-go.
Hey,
Shout out to the X35H.
They had it all right in 2024. They had some good budget stuff coming out. They're all right.
Yeah, they've released more handhelds than Ambernick so far this year.
It's true. Where is Ambernick? What are they doing?
I guess they lost the music rights to that country western song they play in their videos.
Oh no.
They're back as the Battle XP G350. More from Battle XP soon. But they are releasing handhelds under other brand names now, and I think it's because they're going through some sort of trouble. So I don't know. I don't know.
You can't drop that and then just like try and skip on to the next topic. I see what you're doing.
Swag it off. I can't get a straight answer out of them, honestly. They're saying, hey, we got stuff cooking, we got something coming, but yeah, I don't see it. I'm hearing rumors that they're going through some sort of a legal thing or a copyright thing. Like something's going on that's holding them
maybe
back.
you shouldn't put a ROM downloader on your software.
Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to see Andrew on the show more often? He's fun. He has good takes. Yeah.
He makes me lose control.
Yeah. You've been quiet the entire time because you're afraid of what you're going to say.
Yeah, Ban, Super Google Lee. Thank you for your donation. I am keeping my Mini. It is the only OLED 4.3 device other than the Pocket DMG. And if I have to choose between Retroid and AYANEO, I choose the former. There you go.
Well, that's also like a $700 price difference.
Well, yeah, but also the Pocket DMG isn't a 4x3 device. Isn't it like
9, right?
I thought it was like 31 by 27. Someone tried to tell me.
Get into that now.
It's
Ban,
such a square screen. That's all I got to go off of.
Ban, be the voice of reason for us. What's
31 by 27?
Yeah, what's
your opinion? What's your thoughts on all this? We got to know before we move on.
No, everyone's already given my thoughts and opinions. We just need to be better.
Yeah, the community I think went too far. Not I think went too far. The community went too far, especially the one person who doxed. Some of the Reddit backlash is so over the top. Don't want to take away anyone's voice or say that their anger is not valid, but we are, again, like Andrew's saying, talking about a plastic toy at the end of the day that people should have a working unit. And do they have a working unit? That is totally up to you. You have one.
Mine
Everybody's
works.
unit works. It should just might
Are
not
you
look
bothered?
right.
Are you bothered by the shader issue?
I don't use shaders.
Wait, does anyone here use shaders on this panel?
Nope.
No.
It's not my use case.
Like I prefer just seeing the like quality of the screen itself.
Yeah, it's a beautiful OLED screen, but it doesn't have balanced pixels.
They're stubborn.
They are stubborn.
You guys always know how to bring me back. Bring me back to the center here. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, let us know. If you're listening to this episode later on, I just hope you're having wonderful dreams. Please don't dream about pixel balance in your sleep. Dream about something fun like dolphins or, maybe Lisa Frank stickers, something.
Don't put the screen on.
And that's a good time to bring up our merch. All right, so go to rh-go.link/spreadshop if you're looking for a sweatshirt like Andrew has right there.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that like? Like clean threads. Do you wash that inside out so that the print doesn't get messed up, or you just not wash? You don't wash it?
I mean, I do.
He hasn't actually changed since we saw him at CES.
I didn't have that at CES.
Have you been in stasis since then?
Sure. I can't believe it's already March.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe we started out with this topic. I was expecting this to be like a mid-show topic, not the first thing. I don't know where to go from here, to be honest with you. Producer Sony, let's talk more Retroid. Pivoting on, eventually they're going to be releasing another handheld. We talked the Flip 2 to death. We don't know anything about that yet. But the Classic is their next topic of conversation. Seemingly, news updates come from them on Wednesdays now. Since they don't have a social media manager currently, we're not going to be getting any news in their social media. So I am trying to stay in contact frequently with David and the team to learn information to take it back to you all here. We have an update on the website from Andrew, and since Andrew is on the show, Andrew, what's the news here? They have new colors.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
They've got new colors and they remade the Retroid 1.
But it's faster
and bigger screen.
Okay. I like the colors.
Okay, so this
yes,
charging. This spoiled me.
AYANEO Pocket DMG for those listening.
Yeah.
I think the Pocket DMG is probably their most popular device. I think people really.
I mean, it sold a hell of a lot more than the AYANEO 3. I couldn't help myself on that. It was you left low hanging fruit.
I forgot about the AYANEO 3 already. They were going to send one of those.
So did everybody else.
I
completely forgot about it.
I think that I think it's cool, the classic. I just don't care. I'm more excited about the flip, to be honest.
The flip is what people want.
I'll tell you which one I would want to get.
What do you want?
Take a guess which version I want from those.
Do you want the transparent?
All of them, because they've all got donks.
Yeah. You like these donks.
He wants the 6 button.
Heck yeah! See, Ban knows me. He knows me.
I mean, it's just like if I were to say, you guys know which one I'm getting, right? Everyone knows.
Pink.
So
you got this 6-button Saturn arcade layout. Yeah, the Pikachu looks kind of cool. I like the Pikachu.
That does look kind of cool. I like the color buttons on that.
I want the Pikachu. Do we know what chip is on this yet? We don't know for sure, right?
We don't know anything because people are bad.
People are bad. Chris is gone. He's done. We're not going to get any news, and this is why we don't have nice things. Good job. Good job.
We were just asking for them to bring the yellow back. I guess they did answer it.
Yeah, we got the yellow. I like the yellow.
Partially.
I do want to know why.
What?
Nobody's been able to answer it, and Chris left before anybody could ask him. Why in the hell are the buttons in the middle off-centered?
My guess is because
the
6-button one, the buttons go further to the left.
Yeah.
So rather than change the mold for like the entire thing, just for that one, they just changed that little panel on the right side. Because if you look at like a picture of the, if you look at a picture of it, you see the like faint line like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's just that one little section that has the buttons on it that did it.
Yeah. So it's basically a Tetris block, but that's cool. But if that's actually the case, they could have done a one-off.
Maybe.
It just looks weird. Like outside of looking at that, the 6-button one, every other one looks weird. All of the buttons are off-centered. It's gonna like, if I end up getting one, it's gonna mess with my OCD.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say personally, I like that they did the 6-button one, but at the same time, now that they've done it, you're gonna have people who are gonna complain. Well, they should have had a stick. They should have had a stick.
I do kind of agree with that though, because it's like you kind of left off really good Dreamcast and Nintendo 64 without that stick there. So it's like,
unless they were planning to go cheap and like do a Dimensity.
Unless that the thing in the bottom left corner is a.
There's no way that they're pulling a 9. There's zero chance of that.
So what do you mean? Why not?
Book it.
So I'm gonna ask you guys a question about the classic. What price do you think it should come in at?
It all depends on the chip.
They need to do the $100 price point again. That was always the magic for Retroid. They gave you a great quality performing device for $100.
The only thing that makes me wonder about like whether or not it actually be at that price is how much that screen costs.
I don't care.
It's probably next to nothing.
Well, the only reason I say
the problem is, Ben, you're thinking AYANEO numbers, and I know it's the same screen on the DMG. So, but
shoot, you're
AYANEO.
right.
AYANEO charges like 200% extra over anything, so it's just
There's also a lot like the DMG's over-engineered.
Yes, and give us, and I'm okay without OLED, honestly. If we can get that price at $100, I think that's a great price point for them. It always was with the RP2. RP2 Plus, the RP1 originally.
Bring back legacy pricing. Let's make it like $70, like what the RP1 cost or whatever it was.
The magic of Retroid was always at that budget price point.
It was always price performance. Yeah, they were always good budget options.
As we've creeped up, the outrage people have when things go wrong is higher and higher and higher as the price goes up because it matches the level of money they're dishing out. The RP2 kind of was sucky in a lot of ways. The buttons, the screen, the no touch screen, all the stuff. But we didn't bat an eye because you get 2 or 3 of them. There you go. And the price was right. And we were all pretty happy. Of course, things were different back then as far as what we could play, but still, like $100, that's the price point.
So while we're still on the subject of Retroid, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
They were already out the mini.
What?
They were already phasing out, like the different color options were starting to go out of stock at Retroid, and they were not going to reach them. And then everything blew up. Like, it was just, the timing is just.
Well, I think once the RP5 came out, everyone just stopped caring about the mini, which is a shame. I personally still love my mini, but
same.
I don't have one.
Move so fast.
I thought you just bought one today, Stubbs.
Well, I will have one, but I got the RP5, and I'm like, this does it for me. This is like the equivalent in it, just a bigger screen. But now I kind of want to, after all this hullabaloo and talk, I want to go see for myself and play the games I like playing and see if it really does bother me. And I'm going to be up close with my glasses, looking for the problems and the pixel unbalanced issues. And
Zoo, lock the Amazon card before Stubbs tries to buy a microscope.
I'll be looking. All right, so that was our serious talk for the day. If you all are here for the noodles and drama and all the stuff going on and the tea, go ahead and drop off the show, because we're gonna have fun now for the rest of the show.
Wait, we are?
And, well,
what?
we'll try. We'll
no
try.
Way. Get real.
We're gonna shift the tone. We're gonna talk about other stuff.
Oh my gosh!
And I hope by next week, Retroid figures all their stuff out. They have full announcements on the Classic and the Flip 2, and then we can share that, and people can decide and vote with their wallet. Are you going to support Retroid still? Or are you going to say, screw that? Have you seen Anbernic? Have you seen PowKiddy? Whatever other brand you want instead. Or maybe none of these. Maybe you'll pick up a Vita.
Where did
I do agree with that, though. As a consumer, you always can vote with your wallet. I mean, that is 100% the truth. Yes.
That is the best way to make a statement. Don't buy their stuff if you don't support them. Or if this isn't
go buy a Battle XP.
Dude, Battle XP is awesome.
Let's except for there's no Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi, I know, and the speaker sucks. But beyond that,
I like it. Other than that, I don't like that pink.
You don't like the pink?
What?
No, I like the DMG. I've got the DMG. It's in the other room where I would grab mine.
You guys know me. I'm so tired of like the DMG colorway, pink. And everyone has like a transparent black. So I was like, this is the correct one for me.
It's still wrong, but that's good for you.
Hey, that's why I specifically
come on.
One for me.
We get our Battle XPs out.
Pink is the way to go. It's the right color.
Stubbs doesn't count. He has one.
Stubbs is wearing just boxers, guys.
Jokes on you. He's not even wearing
He
pants.
forgot that he couldn't see his shorts or boxers in his face. I like your chonies, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Nice.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, is the G350 pocketable, Stubbs? It's pocketable.
Parachute pants? Yeah, sure.
Those are some big pockets.
Yeah, damn.
Man's got pockets.
I will say that the G350, I haven't spent as much time as I want to, just because life, playing it, but it feels better than almost every other Anbernic device from last year. Just about, it feels better. I'm still irritated that there's no Wi-Fi about it.
I was looking at it compared to the 353V, and I'm like, this is better.
It's so close to that.
It's close, but this is still better, which is crazy to me. I'm like, there's little touches that make it. I'm like, how is this $35? I mean, this is crazy to me.
If they had put like a 3566 in there for like $10 more, I'd have been all over that.
What's in it again?
3326.
Our good old friend.
Yeah. Ban's girlfriend. Ban and Nick.
Undying 3326.
Someone please burn the factory down. It's time.
No, he's joking. No crimes.
That's a good crime. That's a good crime. We need to.
There's no such thing as good crime.
That is a good crime.
There's no such thing as good crime.
26s. It's time to end that factory run or whatever they're doing over there. It's like, no.
I guess piracy is good crime. Some people would say it's archival purposes.
Yeah, we're all criminals.
Probably would.
You're all criminals, right?
Andrew's the biggest criminal.
Isn't it? And this is another funny thing. Isn't it so funny in a hobby?
I can't say anything, man.
Whether we can't say this, we can't state this, like a hobby that is based in piracy so much of the time. Piracy. that we hold this everyone else so high up, and Retroid and all that. You know, it's just so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Are we hypocrites?
They don't ship SD cards with ROMs on them.
They don't. No, they don't. But I mean, like, how many people run emulated games on there?
See,
me
Matt
on
Davis
an Android handheld,
providing good
never.
crime.
Never have.
Matt Davis
will.
always
Never
coming in
have.
clutch. Look at this. Stealing a bottle of pickles from Kroger to feed a starving child is a good crime, and I agree with that.
That's
Are
true.
we sure?
That's stern but fair.
Man, what do you mean? Are you
What?
sure? Think of the children.
Yeah.
But
Have you
Art
seen
is a
this-
child. He can't think of the children when he is a child.
Don't make you feel old again.
All right.
I don't need you to make me do it.
Producer
it just
Sony,
happens.
save us with the X40 or the 040.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, guys. So here's
This
what it
will
is.
unite us. This will unite us again.
Here's what it is.
This is
Magic
ugly
X.
AF.
Okay, never mind. It will
X.
not unite us.
You remember Magic X? They made the 028. It's a fun little Android handheld, and they're back at it with this new Nintendo DS focused handheld. Basically, it looks like a smartphone screen inside of a shell here, but this is the 040, and people have been really excited for this one with its long screen, great for vertical shmups, great for DS, and this is coming soon. What do we know about this, Ban? You were gonna tell us the specs.
Well, I was apparently.
Mhm.
From what I know, the Magic X Touch 40 kind of follows the same path as the Magic X Mini 028, where it kind of has the same all-winner A133P. I think, well, this one, it's a different screen, so this one's actually a touch screen, which that's actually what we all needed from the first one. But
so excited
it's
for this.
it's probably gonna run, the same Android version, the same Dawn launcher that they built. I remember when we all kind of saw the Dawn launcher at first, we all thought it was just like a remake of Daijisho, but it sounds like they actually put in the time to like basically rebuild it.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of impressed by that.
They should be, as far as I know, they're going to be shipping this one out pretty soon too, right? This is on the eve of launch. It seems like
Yeah,
review
like-
units are going next.
I think we're on the cusp
On the
of
cusp,
a launch. A cusp.
of the launch. Yeah. Well, this is one I look forward to, and we should be seeing reviews here shortly.
The way you,
Definitely
I
it's
like
gonna
the
be-
way you can like sort through the menu. That's pretty nice. I mean, I know it's the same launcher, but it's just
Sure.
visually you can see a list of your games like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. This is awesome.
I do kind of wish that it was all an even slab though, so you don't have like this kind of screen bump up and over, and then on the bottom too, it kind of.
I mean, I'm
Has that
assuming it's
shape?
partly for ergonomics and just being able
Yeah.
to hit the screen and keep it compact as they can. Someone said in the chat, like, this has a use case, so it kind of gets a pass for being kind of weird looking. It looks sort of this way because it's got that, long screen going on. I mean, look at
Real
the
long.
2DS. The 2DS was kind of a weird looking handheld. It was a slab, which surprisingly is now loved more than ever. But
We went deep on the 2DS.
yeah, we
as
talked
well.
about that too. Oh yeah,
With,
it was
Damn
a
It,
good
Jeff.
offline chat. It was a good offline chat.
Wow, it was a great episode. Yeah, can't wait for that to come out.
Of course.
Oh, there's your 2DS, the
course it
green, of
does.
course. Now, also, we were looking at, let's see, 4.5 inch IPS, 800 by 480. Okay, you got that A133P, Cortex A53, Power DR8, 2 gigabytes DDR4 RAM to 512 gig memory, blah, 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 blah. 4,000 milliamp hour Linux and Android dual booting. Like that white colorway.
I like the
Right.
white one too. That looks pretty clean.
All right, we'll report back on this. More to come. More to come. That's fun. Let's take a look at the new GameMT offerings as well. They have 2 new ones. They finally fixed the dang D-pad. The Ultra, what is it? Ultra Max, E5 Max,
So
So we have the E6 Ultra and then
E6 Ultra.
yeah. And then the E5, I think got dropped as well recently. Just that you made an announcement about that coming soon too.
Which is basically the
it's the one with the kickstand.
with the kickstand and the thank God the kickstand.
Yeah,
there it is. The
That's
the GameMT E5
Yeah.
Ultra. I like the colorway. The D-pad looks like it's finally fixed with more of that Sega style floating D-pad. I'm actually thinking they're cooking here. I think that they're making something cool, and I might pick one of these up, to be honest. And
I'm
do
just
a review
proud
on it.
that after 6 handhelds, they
Andrew?
finally got a D-pad going.
Andrew, you're muted if you're talking.
Unfortunately, I have to head out, everybody. Thank you for having me. Yeah, just
Thank you.
Hi, Andrew.
my 1-year-old is not sleeping, so I'm gonna go help the wife. But thanks for having me, everybody. Have fun. And here's a quick little news drop that I just found out. Nintendo DMCA'd a bunch of Ryujinx forks again today. Bye.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Say that and leave. Oh no!
I thought we were past.
It's
the
another
bad
day. I mean, what
news.
else is new? Nintendo's always DMCAing
no.
somebody. What else is new?
All right. Bye, Ryujinx forks. Okay, so this one, GameMT, I have historically given them a hard time because they have had some just awful buttons and D-pad and wonky software. But they are coming along, and they've worked with the community a lot in the Retro Handhelds Discord. Don't discard our Discord. And so check it out in there. There's active development going on. But they're cooking now, and they've also done a mid-product refresh on their older models. So now if you buy the E5 Plus, the E6 Plus, what have you, they've, I guess, fixed the buttons and the D-pad. So I need to get one of those because that's my only big complaint. It's not usable because of that that D-pad.
Look at
is
that.
much worse
D-pad.
than you would expect. And if they fix that, I would love to re-review. I would love to give them another chance at that. And I think the new ones look great, to be honest. So they have this, and they also have the horizontal.
Yes, the E6
version.
E6 Ultra.
E6 Ultra.
No, E6 Max.
Oh, is it Max?
So it's the
I'm so
E5
confused.
Ultra and the E6 Max.
Okay.
Okay. E5 Ultra, E6 Max. Do we have a picture of the E6 Max? I saw we put some news out on that earlier.
Yeah, I know that one's coming in black and white. It's like this transparent white, transparent black. It's really nice looking.
Nice.
Is it transparent? I thought it was like
the white. I think
solid.
is also a little bit transparent, or something's going on there. There's some kind of transparency on there.
It's on RH Weekly, which will be.
The thing I'm excited about is the chips. I think they're using different chips on those finally that bring a little more power to the table, and hopefully at the price point, hey, it could be a good value. I mean, if they can get that D-pad going, might be worth checking out.
So they're saying the E6 Max is supposed to be using a all-winner A527.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's I'm
kind of hyped for that one. The E6 Max has the potential of being kind of interesting, a good budget handheld there, So
what other chip that we know of is that compared to?
Nothing. It's just in tablets, things like that. I don't think any other handheld has that right now.
Yeah,
but
no handheld has that right now.
Are we talking like GameCube? Like, what's the performance we're talking about here?
Is it less powerful than the T618? Like, is it like kind of in between the 3566 and T618? I believe it's like somewhere along that line.
Dude, you can order it right now too, as well.
Well, the thing is, the developer is pretty active in our Discord, and he said that there's going to be like a $10 off coupon that he's going to be giving, like up to like 50 units or whatever. So if you are interested, just wait because it'll be a little bit cheaper than what he's got it listed for.
Yeah. So there's a picture of the E6 Max.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice. Yeah, they're really coming together here.
So
and the funny thing is that handheld was pretty comfy. Like, it was actually a comfy handheld. It's just that the D-pad was just atrocious on the original model.
It was just not usable and ruined the whole experience for me.
Yeah.
But many people felt the opposite. Many people were saying, "Who cares? Who cares? This handheld's great, anyways."
It got a community support around it,
and they rallied I'm proud of the community. They rallied around it, and they helped make it better, and they helped now release this revised and new fun version. In retrospect, here in the chat saying specs are nearly the same as 3566. Retrospect, shout out to you. Thanks for that. And also
I
expect
probably should saying the GPU is a little bit better. So again, it's like kind of this weird. It is the next step,
Middle ground.
yeah, after what we've been seeing mostly. So which is nice.
I missed
One
that. Looks like we
one thing that I do want to point out though is that by having Android having a little bit more of a powerful chip, you might actually be able to use those like sticks for more dual joystick games.
Okay. Which having the sticks up top might be kind of fun like that. Just like
Yeah,
a Steam Deck.
I
You know what I
like
mean?
For some reason, like right off the top
Vampire
of my head,
Survivors?
I was thinking, yeah, Vampire Survivors, Halls of Torment,
Halls of Torment,
Brotato,
yes.
like
Yes.
those types of games. This would actually be really good for.
I tentatively am stoked for this. I might come around to
You
GameMT.
see how like that white is a little bit transparent? I think that plastic's transparent. I believe I saw a video of it being demonstrated with that color, and so I do remember it being
So-
that way, which is kind of cool.
Should I go buy one?
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that coupon to drop, and I'm gonna order one. I'm just been waiting
Yeah.
for it to
Coupon?
happen.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait
let's
for
go.
the coupon. I'm gonna wait for the coupon, and I'm gonna talk to the dev too and see if he wants to send just RH like a shared review unit that we can pass around to review for all of us.
Well,
Because it is like $90, and so I don't think we should like just go out and buy a bunch of these until we know if it's
Well,
good.
I know with the coupon it should be $69 is what he was.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
nice.
So
much.
it's
That's
$79.
that's better. That's
I don't
better.
know if this is his shop either. I think there's the GameMT store on AliExpress. This is probably just a
Okay.
reseller. So
I'm
yeah, I mean, if you go on our Discord, like all the information is
Okay.
there. There's a lot of good stuff there.
all right. Well,
I mean, I was
Count-
also
count
gonna
me-
say,
count me as tentatively interested. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
don't we have RH coupons on AliExpress as well?
Oh,
We do. Yeah, we have some new coupons finally. RHH, 2, RHH 5, RHH, all the way up to RHH like 50 or 60.
oh, that's
Um,
huge.
those are
Apparently,
for-
GameMT's in contact with Gamma Squeeze right now.
Ooh,
Oh, we might be seeing a convergence here. Remember when MagicX started out pretty rough originally with their first XU10, and that
I mean, the XU10 was okay. I mean, it wasn't like groundbreaking.
well, it was good in the end, but at first I didn't
for
review
friends
it
of
well at
PowKiddy,
all.
they did all right.
Yeah, and look what happened. The community rallied around, helped
Yeah.
them, said, "Hey, here's what we want to see." And you had another company that really, in the end, now is making great products for the
They're
most part.
cooking. I like it.
They had some fumbles with that RK3326 oopsie that they didn't catch. Same with GameMT. We have some oopsies with their software and with that D-pad, but we might be seeing some good stuff here, and that's really cool to see. That's just so cool to see. Mr. Claw, yeah, used RHH5 to get your battle XP. Nice.
hey, there we go.
I just want to see. Here's what I want to see. I want to see more reviewers making content about the Battle XP to show that that whatever Ambernic is doing, if they're pulling the strings here, that they should keep doing it. That this line could be a really cool line of handhelds. Maybe they should do a horizontal in this style with those buttons. I don't know. People are interested. There's like 3 custom firmwares out now.
I think that's awesome seeing
Mini
that
UI?
kind of development.
You got a MINUI fork.
love
You
that.
got a LEC fork, like Pan for LEC, and you got ArcOS now.
I mean,
Great.
it definitely helps the chipset that it's using is so well supported.
Crimson Reaper, can you smell what the Stubbs is cooking? Rob, you keep showing that dang meme, GIF, whatever it is.
Why does your face work so well on that? That's what I want to understand.
I'm not well, like Zeus said, I'm not a person. That's why I'm
It's just like it's so
universal.
good.
No, no,
There's
no, no, no.
So many
no.
of them.
Stop. What are you
There's so many of them.
What? All right. Listen, we got to. Okay, we're a professional podcast. Let's move on. AYANEO Classic. Let's pull that up. Yeah, let's do it. So basically, AYANEO has decided to re-release the Classic or re-release the Pocket Mini without the stick. Pocket Micro. Thank you. Without the sticks, hopefully for a lower price point, about $20 less, right? So
yeah, I think it's 179. I believe that it's starting out.
179. It's up for pre-order now on Indiegogo if you're interested. We have a couple of units on the way to review, so you're going to be seeing videos and content from us shortly on this. They have the gold 6 gigs plus 128 option, as well as the 8 gig plus 256. So they have the Magic Black, the retro gray, and the retro gold. And I think the pictures, you have to go to the carousel down there to look. But yeah, there's the gray. Ooh, I like that one, like the NES coloring. That's cool. The gray, black, and the gold.
I think the only one that's available for the 179 price is just the all black one, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only one colorway that they're offering. Magic Black is the only one for 179. They have nothing else, I don't believe. They're not offering anything else.
AYANEO is always gatekeeping the good colors with more money, unfortunately.
That's
tough for me. I don't know, but so we should be expecting Android on here, right? The same chipset, the Helio G99.
I mean, you could just do a review of it right now. You know, like what still saying.
The Midwest Whale, you could do a review of it right now and just tape the sticks. Yeah, we could just remove the sticks.
Take the sticks off, whatever.
Hey, Band did that with his RGB 30 this week.
Oh, that's true. I did take the 6 off my RGB 30.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you have that around?
Just 3D print, one of those. It'll be fine.
So we'll just do this. Yeah, exactly. They don't need to send us.
Yeah,
anything.
there you
We'll
go.
just do that. We'll just.
I like that. Did you add trackpads to your RGB 30? That's what they look like.
They do kind of. Well, it didn't make. I tried to use red. It didn't quite work, but the black kind of matches because the sticks were already black. Yeah, just do this with the micro.
That does look nice, though.
Mm-hmm.
That does look nice.
Well, it kind of helps that this is a metal shell.
Yeah, how's the weight?
It's not too bad.
You like those metal handhelds? Right, you do. Yeah. So I got the Wind Chaser, the GKD bubble reshell with the Ozone Wind Chaser 2. I think they call it shell. I try out metal handhelds sometimes. We'll see. I'll try.
So, I don't have a whole lot of metal handhelds anymore. They're all kind of just right in this one little section.
I love that you have the Turder too.
This little
right
doodad?
up front.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Oh, that purple is beautiful, dude. Wow.
What the heck, Rob?
Oh, does that have the bubble? Does that have the bubble
Yeah,
D-pad?
I got this from the same. I got this from Tatted, I believe, a few months ago. Yeah, look at this color.
He was selling it. He sold it for $95, which seemed reasonable.
Yeah. Rob paid more than that.
But that's the purple. The purple
No,
is
actually, I don't think I paid that much for it. No.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's a 3566 and it's overpriced, but it is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
I got it because it's curiosity more than anything.
I'm gonna wait till Stubbs is hits the sale market.
I will be doing it. I have too many handhelds again, everybody. The sickness hit me hard. Like, I don't know what, a month ago now. I'm not sure what kicked off this trend here, but I'm on the hunt to find the best one. And then I'm gonna narrow it all down again. And probably make a video saying, here's the 5 handhelds I've kept. And this is going to be my biggest yard sale ever in the Discord. Shout out.
I've got a big one coming up.
You got a big one coming out. So we have a private marketplace in the Discord where I tend to sell my things if I'm not going to keep them as much. It's only $3 a month to get access to that one. I give bigger discounts in there usually. It's a little faster, easier. It's always amongst trusted members who are just very easy to work with. So discord.gg/retro handhelds, $3, get you in there. Shilling our Discord there. But I will be doing and putting together a giant sale soon. Probably my biggest one I've ever done in 5 years. Right now I'm still in the
Ow. I thought you got down to 25 handhelds. What happened?
I did.
What happens?
How many do you have right now?
I think I'm back up to about 100.
What?
The problem is that I got into the OEM stuff. I got into the actual getting an IPS GBA, IPS PSP 1000. I got a Vita, and it's all game over. And then I got some physical consoles that I want to hook up to the CRT and show my son and my kids, and it's a problem. And we're gonna rectify this, and it'll be pretty good. Speaking of e-waste, though, let's go ahead and do some unboxings. Should we do that? I think we've been talking about news.
Let's do
Speaking of e-waste, Stubbs has plenty.
Oh wait, we're going to talk about RPCS3 though, weren't we?
Were we?
You want to do
What do
that?
we got to talk about?
I don't know. Don't they have a new thing?
This is not RPCS3. This is NXMU.
Oh yeah, they're restarting that.
NXMU.
Yeah, but weren't they doing they're doing Android version of RPCS3 and also a PS4 version of called Shandroid or something like that, running some PS4 emulators on
PS4.
Android.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't keep up.
I've only tried Alpha 1 for this, and it just, I mean, yeah, it's truly an alpha. Like, nothing, don't even bother. I'm curious to see what Alpha 3 is like. I mean, I'll probably load it up and mess around with it for a bit, but
yeah, Solid as T is right. Let the AI cook. Come on.
It's so early on, I think, for that. I think this is just proof of concept more than anything. But the Shandroid, I mean, is that a real screenshot? Oh wait, that's a Legion Go. Never mind. I'm like, wait, is that an Android handle? Like, no, that's a Legion Go. Never mind.
Yeah, but it looks like, are they running that in BlueStacks though? It looks like a BlueStacks screen.
Yeah, I mean, I know Shad PS4s.
Shad PS4.
They've been cooking. They've been coming along really nice. I know Bloodborne, for example, is like pretty much mostly playable.
Solidus says DHRP-CS3 is doing the Lord's work for real. So there's a multiple options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. Stay tuned for that. We'll talk about it more. But let's do this. Let me pull up my thing here. Yeah. What do we do? What do you want to do first? Do you want to see the iPhone toy or do you want to see the PowKiddy toy?
Let's see the iPhone toy.
I was going to say iPhone just because of the name.
The GameBaby.
The GameBaby.
It's like a PowKiddy sub brand.
Shout out Andrew, who is dearly departed to take care of his infant, which is good on you, Andrew. Or not infant. He's a child. The GameBaby, you can purchase this at bitmolab.com/pages/GameBaby. We'll get a link soon. But it's just direct available from their website right now. And all this is an iPhone case for your iPhone 15 Pro Max or your iPhone 16 Pro Max. I think it's just the Max versions. They might have other sizes, so just look at their site. Andrew has the 16 version. He's going to be doing an article on it on our website, and I have the 15 Pro Max, and he sent me his iPhone 15 to use for this segment. Thank you, Andrew. So I've loaded on. I don't know much about iOS emulation. I'm kind of learning about that still, but the team helped me load on Delta, and we got Mega Man X here. So we're just going to unbox this and see how this performs. I love having a good phone case. Dude, you know that my color this year is like this desert kind of brown color. I picked up this random one because my son, shout out to my son, Elliot, who totally, I had a nice Taurus case and a nice UAG case that are like military drop tested hundreds of feet. And he's like, hey, Dad, what's this? And he took the little thing down and he snapped it right off. Both the cases. One case, the UAG, done, broken forever. My re-review of that is it's not toddler proofed. And
I was going to say, so it's not kid tested, dad approved?
Not kid tested, dad approved, unfortunately. So I had to throw it away. Sorry, UAG. The Taurus case equally had a thing right here where you pulled it down, kickstand. He said, "Oh, what's this?"
Not meant to have a kickstand.
And he snapped it off. And then my wife laughed, and I was like, "Why are you laughing? He's not
because it's funny.
Why are we encouraging this behavior?" And Elliot's like, "I'm so sorry, Dad." I'm like, "It's all right." So I bought this case that has just a MagSafe thing, and I can put on the UAG or the sync wire separate attachment, put it on there, and then it's good. But I have to carry two stupid things. Why is this happening? This is crap. Anyways, GameBaby.
Stubbs, who hurt you?
Oh, I think Retroid maybe or Reddit. I'm not sure. Somebody.
I blame Rob.
Rob, maybe. I'm not sure. All right.
It's because I sent up the GameBaby. It all went downhill from there.
Look at this little. You never have too many nice little inserts. Look at that. That's good.
You can use those for packing material.
You could resell this. This is an iPhone, kind of.
Want to buy?
So it comes in two parts. That's really cool. So you can print it this way, that way, and I guess what you do is you just kind of slip it on. Right? Let's get a little more light here. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, and actually has tactile buttons. Ooh, that's nice. It reminds me of an NES controller.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool. You can feel the tactility in like little metal. Look at this. Little metal pieces in the middle of the buttons. I like that. All right. And so, but you want to have a phone case that protects your phone. Oh, Andrew. Oh, something's happening. Andrew, you have like a Apple Care plan on this, right?
Oh gosh.
Well, why doesn't it? Do we snap it on? Oh, we snap it on. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So when it's not in game mode, you can just do that.
It becomes a full case. Yeah.
Capacitative. Look at the pads on the inside.
Kind of cool. I mean,
so let's play Delta.
It's certainly clever. I'll give them that much.
So normally in Delta, it looks like you have this touch screen thing going on, which isn't ideal. It has a little bit of vibration and feedback to let you know you're pushing the buttons. How do I start? Yeah. Which this is fine. Oh, I like the gold. I like the gold side button. Oh, that's metal. That's not. Oh, there's on this side too. That's cool. Two-tone. Do they have different colors? Oh, what? You can go horizontal with this? That's cool. Delta's kind of cool. So this is a multi-emulator. Kind of like RetroArch, but it looks like it's all set up, and I didn't have to do any setup on this. I literally just fed it a ROM file.
I agree with Andrew. Delta is good. Please don't let this be a demonstration of Delta's performance. Stubbs is just a noob.
Yeah, correct. I'm a noob. It seems neat. I had to do very little work for this. So what's the easiest way? Do I just pop that off? Yeah. Oh my! Oh, no. Sorry, Andrew. Oh, Siri, no.
Don't watch, Andrew. Just turn it off.
Just turn away.
Okay. So here we go. Does this work? Not quite. Let's get it locked in. Okay, so far it's working.
Okay,
and I can feel the capacitive touch. So it's passing through my fingers' capacitive touch through the little capacitors to the screen touch parts. Problem is that these buttons aren't working. So I think I have to line them up in the emulator, right? Because at least right now, as it stands, the D-pad works, but these buttons, oh wait, it's going. It's going.
Yeah,
I saw
it. Mikhailov says you need to load the custom Delta theme for it.
Oh, there's a Delta
theme. There's a theme that lines up with the GameBaby. That's why.
Aha.
Yes, Stubbs.
So I need to get a theme. All right. Well, it was working for a second.
Yeah, there's a GameBaby skin.
Is it in Delta? Or do I need to do some third-party thing and go to a website and download it?
I'm waiting for chat to provide us information because I have no idea. This is the first time.
Hey, I'm in uncharted territories here, man. Hey, it's working. It's working. It's working.
Oh,
everybody just kind of like ignore
just the shoot button's not working, so we need to get that skin that
you kind of need the shoot button in Mega Man.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so Clef says you need to download and apply the skin. They have.
So I need to go somewhere.
Yeah, on their.
Oh, Discord. I need to. Oh, okay. So this is going to be a multi-minute experience. I'm not going to do that all right now on stream, but I could make a video about this if you're interested. Let me know if you want to see a video of this working in full action. That'd be kind of cool. I know Dodo had a video out. I'm sure others do as well, but
do they have? I don't know if you mentioned it. Does it have multiple size cases, like for different iPhones, or is it just for one specific model?
They sent it for the 15 and the 16 Pro Max, so I don't know if they have others. I would check the website.
I have a Pro.
Let's take a look.
Curious.
I like the idea, and it feels good. And I love the color. I really love the color. So I think I'll just use this as the phone case on this while I have this. I'm still debating if I want to actually buy this phone from Andrew, but
okay. Clef says only Pro Max.
Only Pro Max. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's $25.
I like the capacitive feel and how it gives you that.
I mean, that's not a bad price.
Wait.
As a case, yeah. I mean, you know.
I was thinking this was like $60. This is only $25.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair because I mean, cases alone can cost $20. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah,
you might as well. You might as well get one with game functionality. All right. Well, more to come, everybody. We'll keep cooking on that.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, GameBaby, for sending this over to take a look at. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Well, while we're talking about phones, I have a third thing today. Well, it's real quick. Everyone likes, I love wires and cords, and unfortunately, my dog ate my beautiful friend Todd's the electrician, his cord that he left me.
Wait,
What
what's
about your
his
chubby
name?
cable?
Todd? I thought
Wasn't
it was
it Tom?
Tim.
Was it Ted?
Tim?
Anyways,
It
he's my
was
favorite
Ted.
electrician. Was it Ted?
Ted.
It was Ted.
It's
I
Todd.
thought
Todd?
I thought you said you would never forget Tim.
I never forgot his cord when my dog chewed on it, and now it's.
What about
now
your
I don't know
chubby
who-
cable? Where's your chubby cable?
Dude, I love my chubby cable. It's in the other room. Don't talk crap about my chubby cable. All right, so Nomad sent these cables over. Said, hey, do you like phones and accessories and things, your devices? And I said, oh yeah, all right, send it over. So they have this 35 watt in the description GON charger right here. Look at this cute little thing. All right, let's take a look at this. Huh? Little
That's
teeny
cute.
tiny 35 watt plug right into the wall. There you go. Bob's your uncle. This is what seems cool though. Look at this charge key. This USB keychain cable. That's something you always want to have on you. I remember I was in the car and I was driving my daughter to her mom's house and my phone was about to die, so I had to reserve battery life. I turned the phone off so I wouldn't lose my battery. And I forgot my cable. So just having something like this I can just keep on my keychain would be freaking fantastic.
That is kind of neat, though.
And it's magnetic. Look at this. It snaps together.
Magnets.
Snaps
How do they work?
Huh? How about that? Next up, we have the 65 watt version. Look at this. This has two things going on. I like how the packaging, you just pull it out with this nice little rope. I have to keep that rope separate. That's just a nice rope. You ever use soap on a rope?
No.
Okay. Two options. Looks like a fast one and maybe a slow one. That's something. And then we have the big boy, 130 watt. Very good. These are on Amazon, by the way. We'll look at the pricing here in a second. Various price points. This is a heavy boy. So unfortunately, our outlets in our house are pretty old, and things like this will tend to just fall right out of them. So I would maybe use this on a surge protector or something like that for me. But you get 3 ports there. Here's just a straight up decent cable. Rob, I actually used my my beige cable, my desert cable from Chubby as my belt again yesterday when I was at the game store because I forgot to bring a belt. Well, I didn't expect to stop by the game store. I was driving around town and realized they had some strategy guides. And what's up, Dan? Oh, look at this cable. This is a good belt.
I'm sorry, but there is a little bit of breaking news.
Yes, I was waiting for Stubbs to finish his presentation of.
Oh,
we'll talk about that.
I don't actually know what's happening here, but
look at this long cable, dude.
Classic specs.
10 feet. Okay, I'm almost done, Dan. Then we can talk about
that.
No,
I know. I'm just telling Rob.
Okay, 240. Oh, dude, look at this one. It comes with the freaking.
Okay, why is that is a chunky cable?
Whoa, look at this.
Wait,
thing.
oh, that's why it's chunky. It's got adapters.
Adapter, dude. Look at this. You got micro USB devices still. You got an old Kindle. You got a GPD XD Plus.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Look at this. Huh?
Well, Rob,
That's
then
cool.
you only need the one cable though.
These are
if
very
you have
high
a micro
quality
USB device, just throw it away.
Okay, I'll throw away that Creo code Lyra.
My GPD XD Plus, I'm not throwing away.
I'll throw away the RP1.
Let's pause the unboxings before we do the PowKiddy. What's going on, guys? What's the breaking news?
We got some breaking news. We need like a breaking news thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, we run the banner.
Yeah, run the banner. They dropped RP Classic specs. David over at Retroid dropped some of the RP Classic specs.
What?
I don't know if producer Sony had enough time to pull it up on screen, but I mean, I can grab it real quick.
Yeah. What is this?
They still didn't name the actual chip though.
No, they're still being secretive about the chip.
They dropped specs during the show, but this is
this went live about 15 minutes ago.
Killing me over here, guys. Killing me.
Killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
David, heads up. I'm just saying would be well. All right.
There you go.
Here we go. What's going on over here? We got the 6 button. Let's zoom in on that if we don't mind. From Garanthor in our Discord. Garanthor, is that how you say your name, by the way? Garanthor? Garanthor? Thanks for sharing this. We got 4 gigs of RAM on the Retroid Classic, LPDDR4X2133, 64 gig eMMC for storage, 5.1. We got active cooling. Oh, all right. This is going to be pricey. I'm seeing screen 3.92 inches, 1240 by 1080, 500 nits. No video out. Wi-Fi is going to be Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.0, interface Type-C, 3.5 audio jack, SD card, Android 14, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 27 watts charging speed. Oh, this is going to be more than $100. That's what I'm seeing.
So I still think it's going to end up being less than the 860. I feel like it's still going to end up being less than the 865, handhelds, unless it's like an incredibly beefy 4-nanometer Qualcomm chip.
Qualcomm 4-nanometer.
Like they specifically put in like the title Qualcomm 4-nanometer.
Probably is a Dimensity. James DeWitt is probably cooking there because Dimensity is going to come in at the smaller nanometers, right? But right there,
the one thing, look at the RAM though. The memory speed is 2100 megahertz.
Literally says,
yeah. So
Qualcomm right there. So it can't be. Yeah, it can't be Dimensity. It is a Qualcomm, but which Qualcomm?
It's an 865 again.
It's got to be the 865. Which ones have 4-nanometer?
Most likely.
But
is 865? Hold on, let me ask ChatGPT or something. I don't know what's going on. All right. Snapdragon 865 4-nanometer.
865 is 7-nanometer.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's older, right? So it's not an 865.
So it could be because that memory speed is pretty slow.
Which
shifting to something.
Snapdragon has a 4-nanometer process. Thinking. Hey, guess what, guys? The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is the only one right now. It looks like with a 4-nanometer process.
No way.
There's no way.
Wait, no. Additionally, the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4 has a 4-nanometer process.
Okay, see that makes a little more sense.
2 possibilities. So the Snapdragon 6 is a lower priced version, right?
I'm looking this up right now.
It's gonna be a Snapdragon 4 Gen 2.
We're talking about they're breaking into the premium primo device category with this. That's
not for this device though. Come on.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me. But that's stepping on AYN toes a bit. I feel like, but
also I didn't realize I was actually like my issue is just the slower RAMs. It might
be a 6 Gen 1. Andrew,
it's says. A 4. I think it's a 4 Gen 2 because I'm on the I'm on the Wikipedia. I'm on like the Wikipedia page of all the Snapdragon chips.
Oh,
Snapdragon.
Chat's talking about 4 Gen 2 is the one that sounds.
Well, what can it?
Because I see in here
the memory speed is what's giving it away. That's pretty slow.
What the hell are these? I've never even heard of these chips. What is a 4 Gen 2?
It's Qualcomm for you. It's all over the place.
What is that a lower budget? Is that a budget? Is that a budget chip?
Yeah. So
okay, all right.
June 26th, 2023, Snapdragon 4 Gen 2 unveiled the first 4-nanometer chip in the series.
Really? Okay. Really? So are we talking GameCube at least? Are we talking? There's no sticks on here, so I just wonder what they're doing here. That's all. I'm just very curious. Why no stick? Do we need that powerful of a chip?
Some specs, further specs on the 4 Gen 2.
All right, thank you. I guess the Poco phones, Andrew says, have this. So those are what, $200 price point ish. This is all brand new to me, guys. I'm out of my depth on this one. Yeah, if it's a 4 Gen 2, Gamers Generation says it's Adreno 613 for the iGPU, meaning what? Android games like Blasphemous here from Praise the Messiah. Okay, we should be seeing some GameCube and some PS2, James DeWitt says. But again, why do this without the sticks? I suppose we could ask the same of the Helio G99 and the new AYANEO Classic. Why are we doing that without sticks? Are we over-engineering devices here? But what's going on? This is a $130 handheld.
From
okay,
Qualcomm camp, it's a cheap chip, most likely.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
deal
All right.
on it. You know, they already have
Well-
done some Qualcomm stuff, obviously, so there's probably a reason for it.
All right. Well, Andrew thinks that James did nail it there at $130
Yeah.
and what we're going to be seeing here. So if that's going to be the price point, that's not out of the realm of
And the RAM speeds line up
Budget.
too with the 4 Gen 2. That makes sense.
Okay.
So LPDDR4X, yeah, I think 4 Gen 2 sounds right.
Okay. All right.
So it's 4 nanometer really narrows it down. It's not like they're gonna put a Gen 8, Gen 3 in there, obviously. So yeah, I think that's probably where we're at.
So
We're still beating the AYANEO Classic though with this price point. If we're doing 130, God, even up to 150, right? We're still beating that $180 price point.
I know,
No sticks, overpowered, no
I would
sticks.
love to see this not be 150.
I would
really,
love for it to be $125
at most 120.
at most.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I mean, James says he's down for some $130 action, but for Saturn, I'm down too. I
Right.
would love that for Saturn. That's why I want the 6-button version.
What are we guessing? Are we rolling the dice in 129.99?
Okay.
Dan, what do you want to say?
I feel like 130 is probably where it's gonna end up. However, I'm gonna be like I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit lower, like I don't know, 120 even, just another $10 down.
Sounds like a nice sweet spot if it's going to be that Snapdragon chip 119. You know,
So and the reason I say that though is like hoping for the best is because the RP2S was, you know, a T610 and that was 100 and 120.
yes, exactly. I was thinking the RP2S 120. So you know, Retroid has a little bit of price creep there. So like, if they're in around that 120 range, I could see that happening.
Wait, what is James saying in the chat? He says, I have some more breaking news. Oh, Andrew's just hitting right. He's hitting right around my guess.
Pre-orders are at $110, retails for $130. Is that official or is that your guess?
Yeah, actually though, like what are you saying here, Andrew?
Are they dropping more news on us?
I'm going into the Retroid Discord as we speak, guys. What we were just
for once the news broke while we're on the podcast. This is great.
Sure. I know. Wouldn't it have been epic if it happened during that segment though?
Oh, that would have been great.
That would have been crazy.
I mean,
okay, Andrew says no, it's a guess. It's a guess.
Dang it,
Maybe
Andrew.
pre-orders he thinks could be as low as $99. That would be that. See, $100. That's the price point. And they call it the Retroid Classic, which leads me to believe that maybe they're trying to do a little
also
play
look
here.
at it's only 4 gigs of RAM, and you're also looking
Right.
at only 64 gigabytes of eMCC storage. So they're obviously trying to keep that price down on that. So it's you know.
I didn't even notice the 64 gigs until you said something.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I mean like that's like, you know, base as possible for something that's got Android. You know.
I'm actually okay. Now I'm more excited about it.
Yeah, I you could tell by those specs they're obviously trying to target a certain price point here.
Rob, maybe we can get all 6 now.
Sure. You want to buy me 5 of them?
Bagel.
You're gonna like the next time after these like ship, you guys are gonna see my shelf behind me. There's just gonna
It's
be
a one shelf
so-
of all the classics.
one. I mean, honestly, I would do that personally. I'm already trying to figure out like some way to 3D print just like a big like stand for multiple Retroid devices at once. It's just that they're such awkward shapes that it's kind of hard to do that.
I know they really are. It's kind of funny. I think I have almost every variation of a Retroid device, and it's like
No, I have outside of the like new ones they're announcing, I have every form factor. Yeah,
Go
6
Tank-
classics.
Go
all
Tank
green.
says that you're getting all green, all 6 versions.
You know what? You know what? I might honestly. You guys like if you look behind me, you could just see peaks of green handhelds like everywhere.
I do see a lot of green back there,
With-
especially that turder. Man, that turder.
What do you mean?
Careful now, you might hurt your arm taking that thing
it's-
off the shelf.
It's so smudgy, and I haven't even touched it in weeks.
I like how Stubbs actually vanished. He's probably really getting a bagel.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
I mean, that was the highlight of his day, so it
Andrew,
doesn't surprise me.
Andrew said, Andrew said, give me that clock. But he meant calendar. Oh.
What?
I 3D printed this calendar. So, and you just flip through all of the like dates. This way.
I love that thing. I need to 3D print that since you did give me the file for it. I need to do that. It's really cool.
I spent I think I spent like $8 on the whole file set. And it's super like worth it. You just have to be careful with how it like prints. Because these letters and numbers are super hard to print. Well, now I'm just curious what
it's so
James
true, though.
is.
I like what Super Bottle says, that if it's under $100, basically Retroid just beats themselves in terms of best new $100 under device. It's true.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping, like, I'm genuinely hoping that it's like under 100. Realistically, I'm saying it's probably closer to 120.
Yeah, I think that is real. I mean, as much as I would love to see this at like $99, that'd be amazing. I don't think it's going to happen, especially because it looks like there's only going to be a 4GB version and 64GB variant. So,
yeah. Should we? Oh, I was going to ask if we should get James's breaking news, but
PowKiddy breaking news. What's up,
PowKiddy
James?
breaking news? Yeah, James, drop the deets.
Drop those deets. What are we doing? What's going to happen next?
What have you been sitting on for 4 months, James?
Has it been ET, the extraterrestrial for Atari 2600?
Oh my gosh, imagine ET handheld from PowKiddy.
Is it an ET handheld? Oh, what the hell is this?
It's his Discord.
What's going on?
Sony, why are you on Discord?
What's happening? Huh? Do you need to see this to bring the breaking news? Do you need Sonic for Tiger Electronics?
This is why you have 100. This is why you have 100 again.
Do you need a Atari?
Stubbs, you missed it. You missed the news.
What's the news?
V92.
V92.
What? Are you talking about that satisfying snap? We're gonna have a clamshell clamming around. We're doing it again. What are we doing? RP3566? What are we doing? What the hell are you talking about?
Antonio, yes, my favorite GIF.
I'm upset. I'm gonna watch The Punisher on UMD.
What does he have this stuff?
I can't handle this show anymore, gentlemen.
Oh.
It's too much for me. PowKiddy.
Okay.
V92. We're talking about sweet clamshell satisfying snap.
James,
what's it gonna
well,
play?
We know what Stubbs' handheld of the year.
Can we know the chip, or is that secret? No sticks.
No sticks. All right.
No sticks. I'm fine with that, honestly.
Okay, so we're looking like the just Ambernic 35XX
What if it's like the V20 where it's got an A133P?
I'm okay with that.
It's
not a bad chip.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, renders are coming today. Ooh.
Renders.
Ooh.
Renders.
Today?
Don't go to sleep.
Can we do it now?
Man, don't go.
The show still has a few minutes left.
Don't go to
I'm
sleep.
not sleeping. I thought I was sleeping today. I guess I'm not. What do you do next? I don't know what's
I vote no Wi-Fi. Sorry, Andrew, noWi-Fi.
Is this the most unhinged episode we've ever had, or I don't
only at the very end? I have
little heads up would be nice.
I have to go buy another. I have to go buy another V90 now.
My God.
What do you mean buy another? Do you still have one, right?
No, I don't have a V90.
News to come.
Did you hear this, Stubbs? Band doesn't have a V90.
You don't have a V90? I have at least 2 V90s in this house, a black and a red.
I will buy one from you, Stubbs.
All right. You're going to need it for those comparisons, sir.
Well,
chaos.
So now I need a V90.
Chaos.
I need a Miu Flip. Like, what other is? I don't think there's another clamshell in that shape. It's just those two that I need.
Dude, what you need is a PSP 1000 with an IPS screen mod, and then you got to get some of those UMD movies. You got to own.
We've seen at least like 4 different handhelds that we haven't seen before
now.
with Stubbs. So
I just have a PSP 3000. No, Chicken McNugget. I'm talking about the small square clamshells, not the wide boys.
No, but serious.
Stubbs, do you know what you need?
1978. Look at this. Huh?
how about
PSP
1984?
They gave it to me for free because I bought E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Get yourself a PSP Go.
Oh, I should get PSP Go. I want to play E.T.
Mine's a thick one.
All these things together.
Yeah.
The original
How many
video
seasons
games.
that thing got?
I would say 2, maybe 3.
You guys want me to
That's
unbox
real.
my piss?
Oh,
All right. Get out of here, Sonic Tiger Electronics. We're going to talk more PowKiddy, but first, you tell me, is this pea yellow to you?
Yes.
I've been having enough.
Yes.
Look at this backbone.
that's pea yellow.
That is dehydrated pea.
James is asking for the CPU, but yes, that is pea yellow.
Wow, I kind of like how it goes with that case, though. That's a nice aesthetic right there.
Right? So, backbone, they're cooking. Play Death Stranding, huh? Backbones. Oh, look at the backing on that. That's nice. Why didn't they make the front color this? And it's a little bit unfortunate coloring there, but still kind of cool.
I'd like to thank Super Bottle for the reminder that Stubbs did, in fact, make a downsizing video.
Yes, I did. That's correct. And I'm going to make another one.
So should we expect another one?
Yes, I will. It's going to be even more extreme because I'm going to have to. It's all got to go. Go, go, go. It needs to. Everything must go. Last segment, then we're getting the hell out of here before any more news drops. Thank you, James, sir. I'm looking forward to that, and we'll be talking about that more next week on next week's show. And you'll see news drops on our website. Go to retrohandhelds.gg, the website. Okay. Speaking of PowKiddy, we have okay. Get this. How did that get this off here? I'm losing my mind here, guys. All right, PowKiddy X35H, which is an RK3566, made by PowKiddy as well. This just showed up. Comes with a screen protector, and expect more content from us. It does come with a 64 gigabyte CPI SD card here. We're gonna put that in. I like the packaging here. Nice little nook.
Wait, PowKiddy's got a fold-out box? Nice.
Look at a fold-out box. Look at this. Magnets. I'm gonna keep the box just to play with. Look at that magnets
All
right
right.
there.
He's always after
No.
the magnets.
Different colorways. This is available from PowKiddy.
Does it come in oranger, though?
Oranger? Well,
I missed that PowKiddy color.
We'll see. We'll see. This is the handheld game consoles. This is the blue one. Let's look at that.
Oh, I like that color. That's nice.
Hmm?
What other colors? Oh, well, you show the colors. I'll just look them up.
Yeah, we'll
I
take a
dig
look,
that
but
blue.
that
That
blue,
blue's
a little bump
nice.
out. I like the
Yeah.
plastic on here. So this is definitely a more matte plastic. I like that. Transparent. It feels good. I like the sizing of it. This reminds me of the RK 2023 a lot. It definitely feels like that style. James says, I don't think Oranger is coming back. So James, if you don't know, he's a dev. He's a dev that works on PowKiddy stuff and is a excellent gentleman that we need to have on this show one day. But our time zones are a little different, so we'll make that work out.
Maybe an offline, like
Ooh.
that way we can land him at a better time.
Oh, okay. Face buttons aren't too loud. It's definitely not RP Mini loud face buttons. I like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. The RP Mini had silent face.
These
buttons.
Hall sticks? These look like Hall sticks. Yeah, these are Hall sticks, I'm pretty sure. D-pad, don't like that so much. Decent pivot, not as bad as some I've seen, but
PowKiddy actually has some underrated D-pads. They're not.
yeah, this might be okay. We'll have to see. We have clicky shoulders here, not like painfully loud, but definitely clickier. Volume up and down. We have a video out, little HDMI out there, USB OTG port, and then a DC on the bottom, a reset button down there, and headphone jack, and 2 down-firing stereo speakers. So let's turn this on and see what it does. And you can get this at the link right there on screen.
OS.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, PowKiddy OS. You can get this on screen. rh-go.link/PK-X35H or in the description of the video. And this retails for $59.99 USD. You can get in transparent blue, transparent black, orange, or white with a 64 gig or 128 gig SD card configuration.
There it is.
Look at the different colors there. What's the orange? Is it just that classic yellow? It's not like a transparent orange.
It's Ban's favorite color.
Hey,
Cheddar. Look at that.
No.
This was sent over for review direct from PowKiddy themselves. We just started getting the handhelds from them. So you'll be seeing a little bit more frontline PowKiddy reviews from us. So this one, and as well as the PowKiddy V20. And shortly, I'm sure it sounds like that new clamshell, the V92, which I am very excited for that.
I wonder if it's going to be a V92 or a V92.
I don't know. Is 4:3 aspect ratio screen here, right? We'll see lamination.
Oh, jeez.
Dan, calm down. Ooh, let's do some Atari.
Why?
Does it have ET?
Yeah,
Let's see if it has ET. Let's play some ET. Let's really push the limits.
I can't believe you paid $10 for an ET cart. That's something.
Yeah, the guys at the game store are very surprised.
Yeah, I bet
I would be too.
They just started giving me stuff after that. They're like, "Are you okay? Like, are things going okay in your life? Like, here, do you want some boxes?" They gave me the Punisher for free on UMD, or no, that's not the Punisher.
Like that's
Mega
not
Man.
The Punisher.
We can do 3D tic-tac-toe.
Oh yeah, that's the one right there.
That's probably the best game on the Atari 2600. How'd you know?
It's the only one worth playing.
I like the form factor though. Look, Rob, look at your little badonks there, dude.
It's a very subtle one.
Very subtle.
Hey, sometimes they don't need to be big.
Yeah,
3,000 milliamp hour battery.
Oh, he's playing it now.
I don't think he knows how to play it.
It is 3D.
What is going on in this game?
Oh.
Do you have to like?
James,
I don't
look,
need
they might consider V92 ban.
Oh yeah, V92. I want to get
V92.
Honestly, it makes sense.
Oh no,
like it makes.
Rob, how do you fix the Atari?
I don't play Atari.
Oh, look at this. Look, PowKiddy OS has a nice little menu here.
James, I'll make sure someone can help you get posting permissions on the Discord for a thread.
Yeah, James, we'll give you. I'm just going to transfer server owner over to you as well.
We are now the PowKiddy server.
Yeah, we're now PowKiddy Shill Central, baby. Let's do it.
We've gone from RH to PH.
Okay, so this OS, what can you tell us about this? This is different. This is not. Oh, look at that theme.
Like
That's
that,
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think James said what it was based on. I missed it.
I mean,
in the chat.
It really kind of looks like
where is it?
Title. I switched it to Japanese somehow. Or Chinese.
Oh.
That's a very Stubbs move.
Oh, it has music. What's this? Oh,
Stubbs,
very,
no!
very PowKiddy. Very
Stubbs,
PowKiddy.
no!
okay.
It's based on E. It's based on there it is.
Yeah, Emulator.
Yeah. Though the theme is very like Onion-esque.
I like it though. I like that kind of clean,
Oh.
minimalistic theme.
I miss the Onion like themes.
Supreme snowboarding.
Andrew wants to know what was playing on the screen stuff.
It was playing some like techno music. And
I saw more than techno music.
Well,
So
yeah,
did
there was
I.
a lady. She was clothesless. So
What did she
didn't have any
say
pants
to
on.
you?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
You're
So I just turned it off.
too.
I'm pantsless too. That's right.
Yeah, Stubbs.
That reminds me of seeing Pinky Chan at CES. Okay.
Good old Pinky Chan.
How do you make the snowboarding go forward? Okay, there we go.
Yes, Andrew. Matt has explained that it is a woman that you saw on screen.
It's known as a Earth female.
Earth female.
Wow. We're just gonna watch this happen.
Kind of
This
fun.
This does not look kind of fun.
This looks really fun.
Yeah, I like the form factor. It's not getting hot, and it's very lightweight. Huh. All right. I figured they sent me some e-waste here, but that's all right.
I tell you, the PowKiddy actually does.
That's not bad. Should we
decent-
do like
decent
a
budget stuff?
Yeah, should we do a I really did change the language here. So we're just gonna
Amazing.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. So
See you, James.
bye, James. Love you.
Hey, that was
I know
awesome.
you do.
Shoot some
I love,
green
having, I
cap.
love having James in the chat. That was great.
James is great.
I
I
love
love
that
how
he's
he
around,
breaks
yeah.
Stubbs.
Totally broke me. Well, I wanted to do a D-pad test on this. It's all
Do they have
I can't read
Celeste?
that. Can't read that. I'll have to look. Oh my goodness.
Accidentally picked. Just I don't even want to know.
Stubbs has officially
What?
broken it.
Yeah, I definitely messed this up real bad. I'm so sorry, guys.
Dang it, Stubbs.
Just go to the icon that looks like settings, probably like a gear. and
Oh,
then
I'm beyond.
Use your phone.
I'm beyond.
2 hours later.
fixing this.
Everybody start yelling at him.
I'm beyond fixing this. I'm just looking for Street Fighter. Dude, thanks for sending this over there to take a look at. We're more coverage. I know Ban will be getting one of these, so expect an unboxing video from him. I might make a dedicated video once I spend a little more time with it,
Yeah.
to see how it stands out against some of the other options.
I do also have a V20 unboxing video coming soon.
Nice.
All right, let's do these Hadoukens.
Is it sure you canable?
Let's see. The D-pad is not great for Hadoukens so far. A little stiff. It's a little stiff. The face buttons feel really good though. D-pad's a little stiff.
I don't know if it's a skill issue.
I
can't tell.
I'm getting pretty decent at my Hadoukens these days. I'm
I'm
getting
like
better.
you're like 2 for 10 here, maybe. I don't even know. It's probably worse than that.
It's a little stiff. It needs to be maybe worn in a bit, but yeah. Thanks, man. Man, they're cooking on the soundtrack though. Sounds great. I know you can't hear it at home, but so I lost. All right, well, par for the course, my friends. That's okay. Let's get out of here. So if you're interested, more to come from us, but this is the PowKiddy X35H, $60. What do you think? RK3566, a well-known chipset, runs a number of different firmwares. PowKiddy OS, interesting, and we'll learn more. Yeah, it's an option. Not too bad. 4x3, thinner than the bubble, and more compact. So it's a nice compact
I really
option.
like the blue.
The blue's nice. One concern is that I'm actually accidentally tapping the joysticks as I'm playing on it here in the D-pad. So for my thumbs, my very large thumbs, mind you, I am kind of rocking up against that D-pad, rocking up against that joystick down there. So just be aware of that. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in live chat.
Do you have a 028 on hand? I just was curious about the size comparison.
Rob, you know that I have any handheld you bring up literally within arm's reach at all times.
Oh, really? Now?
So come on now. Listen.
Okay, yeah.
So small, a little bit bigger than that.
It's pretty tiny, yeah.
Yep. So he says he has every handheld. Do you have an RP1 for comparison?
Yeah.
I have one on the way.
Oh my god.
The Discord member is letting me
Do you have a
use
career
theirs.
code Lyra or Lyra, whatever the hell they call it?
No, okay.
Do you want to buy mine?
No, you win.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Rob. That was a gift. I wouldn't do that.
I like the face buttons more on
Lucky
this
I
than
didn't
I
send
do on.
a swelling battery.
I definitely like the face buttons more on the PowKiddy versus the the 028 here. And this is the same thing where the sticks are a little close, and so definitely it's compact.
Retroid
I don't have
negative.
I don't have an RP1 prototype. No. All right, you all win. I give up.
Do you have a turter?
No, I'm doing my best.
Do you have
here.
an NVIDIA Shield?
No.
Do you have a?
I have a Sonic 3 Tiger Electronics handheld.
Do you have a WikiPad 7?
No.
Do you have a Lynx Vision 8?
No.
Do you have a JXD S7800B?
No.
Do you have a GPD Q9?
No, I used to.
You have a GPD Win 1? Win
No,
2?
I used to.
Win 3?
No, I used to.
Win 5?
That's not a thing.
Yet.
It might be.
Hey, they're working on it.
They're working on it. They're cooking it.
Do you have a Game Park like Wiz?
Yes, I do.
Dang
Speaking of Wiz, he does have a P controller.
Yes, I do. Let's get out of here, everybody.
Yes.
What an episode. My God.
Whew.
Whew, I'm ready to take a nap. I need to get some sleep. How are you all doing out there?
I need
Let me
dinner.
know. Yeah, let's have some dinner.
You
Yeah,
need dinner?
I do have a copy of ET. I'm going to hook this dang thing up. I want to make a video about
That's
the
why you're
Atari
selling everything you own.
2600.
You spent so much on ET.
Stubbs, if you need any physical games, let me know. I got plenty.
For what?
I got Super Famicom. I got Genesis. I got
Look at this dealer here.
I got PS2.
Send it over. Send it. All right. Send it over.
Got his jacket. I got everything.
Yeah, I got my Like, what you buying?
Yeah.
All right. Listen.
I
fine,
can
we'll
sell
talk. Yeah, we'll
Stubbs
talk.
anything.
We'll talk. Hey, stay tuned. Android or not Android? Andrew. He's not an Android. He's a person, unlike me. He is selling some cool stuff in our Discord. Check it out. Also in the Toy Barn, he's selling an iPad and a Legion Go. And look at the orange. Oh, you have the orange box. I can play it on my Xbox Series X. How much you want for it? What, 10, 20 bucks?
You know what's really sad?
Well,
What?
if
I
ET was
left the
10, I'd say
sticker on
charge him
it.
50. No, 25.99 is too little.
Dude, I'll trade you right now. Right now. No joke. I will trade you right now. ET for the 2600. I have the box and the manual as well if you want this.
Amazing.
I
after
don't
my
need
video.
Grid 2 for Xbox.
Oh, you do have Grid 2.
Nice.
Dang it.
Look at that dongle.
Don't worry. I can just reach down and grab just about a bunch of Xbox games.
How are 224 people still interested enough right now to keep watching this show? All of you, go enjoy your night. Go, just you know what? Go have a good time.
Go
play
your
some games.
handhelds.
Play
I
your
thought-
handhelds.
Play some games.
Play your hand-
I
why are you
thought the
watching this?
half-life of this episode would be worse than it is.
I don't know what's going on.
Sony, yeah, I needed that for the joke.
All right. Well, we got to get out of here. It's time. It's time. Watch Aiden's video. Watch Russ's video. Watch Dead Fred's video. Watch everyone's video about the Retroid situation. And just enjoy ET. Dude, ET has a dongle in the original as well. That's just part of ET.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a dongle.
You printed it correctly, dude. I'm looking for how to end the show right now. Okay. All right. YouTuber spiel. 1, 2. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. That's right. I got to get the outro music going here.
This is voice.
What? I'm waiting for it to come back. It's back. Am I back? Good. You hear me? We good? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me I'm good. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, patrons, who make everything here possible for us. First, start for as little as $3 a month. I fixed the glitch on the Patreon, so it really is $3 a month now. Join us on the Discord chat for the game. Join us on the next episode where we talk about all sorts of their nonsense. If you have any physical games you need to send me, fine. I don't care, whatever. Just do everything. Once Super 64 as well. And stay tuned for all of our content. We got stuff coming up this week. We got stuff coming up nonstop. It is always a fun stop non-stop fun show around here, everybody. Until next one, Stubbs on behalf of Dan and Rob and Andrew, who had to depart early, and Shem, who had to depart early, saying, please take care of those handhelds. And please, for the love of God, and everything, take care of each other. We can be better. We can be better. It's just anyways. It's just toys. It's so silly. You don't need it. You don't need to be threatening people, doxing people. What have we become? We can be better. Just hug your loved ones. Or as Fred would say, love your hug. And I love you. We all love you, Robin.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye, everyone.